guitar player, bass player, had a mandolin, not a mandolin player, had a fiddle, was not a fiddle player. But it was the day after Christmas. I saw him in Juneau. We were both living there at the time. And you know, this is the kind of music that when, even if you're, and you know, musician, 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 musician.
Someone's got to be the lady.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's the kind of thing that even when you're having a really bad day, you know, you play a few tunes, even if you're still feeling lousy, well, there's something that's a little bit happier.
Yeah.
And this guy, Jack, you know, he's usually pretty happy. He's a happy musician. He also teaches kindergarten and first grade, so he better be kind of like a happy guy. And I saw him the day after Christmas, it was Juneau, and he was not looking happy. I mean, he was the unhappiest looking guy. I said, Jack, how you doing? I saw him in the post office. He said, not so good. I said, not so good? He said, yeah. House burned down. Christmas Eve, while he and his girlfriend were out for dinner, they heard sirens. It was for their place. Came back, and basically everything was gone. And in his case, instruments. And within about a week, and Juneau is notorious for about zero vacancy, because there's no road there. It's our state capital. You can only get there by boat or plane, and it was like December going into January with this legislative session coming in. It's not like you can go 10 more miles and there's another town. It's it. So, but somebody found an apartment for him and his girlfriend, and I heard I was leading a writing workshop about 3 weeks later, and it didn't just happen quite like this, but I've been thinking about what those instruments sounded like right before they burnt up. So during that writing workshop, there was a prompt, and I wrote "Burnt Down House" for Jack Fontanella. The night of the cabin fire, in the midst of cupboards and kitchenware, closets and clothes, when the flames came picking, I had to think how the 2 guitars, mandolin, banjo, bass, and fiddle jumped out of their skins a moment to make the craziest, most raucous caterwauling noise. Enough riotous jabberwock to fuel a dozen generations of old-time string bands before slipping back into maple. Smoke hot and right. The instruments last bright to now a festival of sound. Wasn't, in a book or anything. I just had written it out, typed it up, gave a copy to Jack. He's not my closest pal, but he's, we're friends, and I heard he had that poem on his refrigerator door. Around a few months later, we talked a little bit, and I said, Jack, I'm thinking I don't want to presume, but if you want, I'll make up a fiddle tune for you called "Burnt Down House" to go with the poem. And he might have said, no, enough of that. You got the poem, good, but we're moving on. But he said, yeah, go ahead. And I said, key of A or key of D? The big question the whole time. He said, key of A or key of D? And I was faithful, because he said key of D, and I came up with this tune. And Jack has been to festivals down south. He's been in Alaska a long time, but people know him, and people somehow see the shows occasionally, and word gets back, and when I get to June, I'll see him in a few days. He'll say, you're still playing that tune, aren't you? And you hear the reports that people said, yeah, there's this guy talking about you, whether in Cumberland or wherever he's at. So here's "Burnt Down House" for Jack Fontanella.